So I just watched the new Halloween movie and it was kind of disappointing. And trust me when I say that I legitimately tried to enjoy it. Now when I say that people generally have low expectations for movies in the horror genre, I'm also including myself. All I really wanted from this movie was to see maybe one satisfying death, and I couldn't even get that. To be perfectly honest, this entire movie felt pretty fucking tame. Aside from maybe a couple shots, this movie might as well have been PG-13. They even tease the idea of something actually horrific happening, and they just don't do it. The pure embodiment of evil just decided not to for some reason. Before I even watched this movie, there were a bunch of people telling me that this one was fairly fan-servicey, which got me wondering exactly how that was possible. I really liked that they used the same music. I really loved the opening title scene. Near the beginning of the film, I was genuinely thinking, wow, if you're gonna be doing a soft reboot horror sequel type thing in this year, this is probably how you should do it. There are a few interesting shots, I really liked the tone, but as the film went on, it started to slowly become indistinguishable from just any other slasher, which is kind of understandable in a sense because most slashers at a certain point in time were just Halloween ripoffs. There's a bunch of annoying characters and Michael Myers kills some of them, and that's pretty much it. And I understand that there's plenty of people that want exactly that from a horror movie, but I just felt so incredibly starved in my experience. Nothing about it was creative, none of the deaths were interesting, it was impossible to care about any of the characters, the script really sucked. It feels like one of those movies that manages to succeed just because it's not as bad as most of the other sequels. I just really wish that this film did anything special. Aside from the score and the opening title sequence, this movie felt largely inauthentic. There's a father character that they clearly wrote to be some sort of relatable comic relief funny guy, but his delivery is so awkward and forced that you can clearly tell that he's nothing like that in real life. There's a scene where they're all eating out at a restaurant and there's like 50 cuts in a minute. For the most part, the presentation of this film just felt really thrown together. There is a kind of cool one-take shot where by the end of it, it's clear that they had made considerations for how the scene was going to be lit. I really appreciated that, but it still wasn't anything all that impressive. I'm not gonna try to suggest that every slasher movie should be some sort of filmmaking achievement. Really, all that needs to happen is for me to be able to feel as though the villain of the film isn't a big joke. But there was nothing that happened in the film to justify me taking it seriously at all. And again, I really wanted to. As a person who has seen a whole lot of slasher movies, it's really difficult to get invested in a movie that offers nothing other than, hey, it's just another slasher movie. I was really hoping to feel scared at some point, but this movie didn't really do anything. Now, obviously, there were some scare cues in the film, but there were also some fake ones. And every time a fake scare's about to happen, all I can think is, yep, this one's fake. And of course they were. Watching this film for me was no different than watching someone recite the ABCs. I already know that Q comes after P, so unless you're gonna do something special here, then I might as well just be asleep. It's like I paid money to watch someone recite the alphabet when I could have just done it myself at home and got the same experience. It honestly feels as though I could have written this script in my sleep. It's incredibly apparent that the people who love this film got exactly what they wanted out of it, so don't let me stop you from checking it out. If all you want to see is just another regular, predictable, cheesy slasher movie, then please go see it. And who knows, maybe you'll get something out of it that I didn't. But if you're looking for a story and presentation that didn't essentially just phone itself in, then this might not be for you. I don't think I've been this bored watching a movie since I saw A Wrinkle in Time. And yeah, this movie's obviously not that bad, but from an entertainment perspective, holy crap, did I ever want to fall asleep. And I'm giving this one a 3 or 4 out of 10. I can't decide. It's definitely not a 2. It's probably not a 5 for me. Thank you.